Ladies in midlife trying to lose weight. Is your goal to see a specific number on the scale, or is your goal for your pants size and your inches to go down? You can clearly see with this individual, 147 pounds on the scale in the first picture, 145 pounds on the scale in the second picture. In the second picture, she looks totally different. Why? Because her measurements went down. Her pant size went down 31.5 inch in that first photo. In the second photo, 27-inch waist. Her body composition looks totally different here. She definitely has more body fat in the first picture versus the second picture. She has less body fat, more muscle mass. One thing women over 35 commonly do not understand about the scale is that it's not going to do for you what it did for you in your 20s. You need to put on muscle because you're losing muscle, and part of you gaining body fat and having this kind of body composition is because you don't have enough muscle. You are under muscled, not eating adequate protein, not doing strength training a minimum of once or twice a week. You can improve your body composition and literally see no change on the scale. It just depends on your body composition, your genetics. Also depends how much weight you have to lose. It's not uncommon for me as a nutritionist, 11 years working with women in midlife, to see basically not a lot of change on the scale if somebody doesn't have that much scale weight in the first place. And sometimes for people who are larger, like 200 pounds, 250 pounds, sometimes I don't see that much change on the scale, but I will see their measurements consistently going down. I know from 11 years of doing this with women over 35 that a lot of women just only go by the scale, and then they get frustrated because the scale is not moving. They're not taking measurements. They're not looking at their body composition. Listen, you can't look at this like you did in your 20s. You can't look at this like you do when you go to Weight Watchers anymore. You're just not playing with the same playing field as you were in your 20s, where you could do a little bit more cardio and cut back a little bit on the food and the scale would go down. Now you are under muscled. Now you need to work differently, which means you need to look at your data differently. You need to take measurements at least every month, and you need to stop putting way too much emphasis on the scale because it's actually causing you to sabotage.